RE is another one of the new trades that I have gotten. And this is weird. After like a year of very scattered releases, sometimes months apart, since the start of this new year, they have been quickly dumping out all these things that were meant to come out last year. I have had like 4 different emails saying that packages are going to be delivered this week. This one surely has to be that Captain America Epic Collection that was meant to come out last year, and Billy Job Jobsworth has had his copy of for about 6 months. Well, that's embarrassing. This is a Doctor Strange one. Didn't see that coming. And they've done another horrible printing job. They have printed it upside down. Forgot these were even a thing, to be honest. This is Doctor Strange Alone Against Eternity. This is Volume Summit, Volume 4. This collects Doctor Strange issue 6 to 28, as well as Annual 1 and a Scary Dracula comic. I actually own half these issues in singles, and I didn't like this breaking point at all. It kind of bothers us when these collections are not more catered towards runs. I wouldn't mind an epic collection of like 11 issues in it if it meant that I could finish a run on the book and not have to worry about the next one. We have got a 4-1 coming up later this year, which I'll mostly be talking about how frustrating this can be. If you want to be sold on these comics immediately, here is Doctor Stranger Yet, and he is off Doctor Strange and off Bo. 7 thumbs up. Here we start with what I would call the tail end of the Steve Englehart run, the rest of which we have in this earlier one. And I have not read this or any of these issues, so I will just quickly get to the next bit. I do recognise a lot of the covers though, but then eventually, and yes, we really have just skipped over 350 pages. Eventually, we have Doctor Strange 23. And Doctor Strange issues 23 through to 34 would be what I would call the first Roy Sternman run. Although these first few issues are by other people. This would have been a much better starting point for a volume. It is a cleaner start, and Doctor Stranger Yet would hook just about anyone. So this is Doctor Strange 23, and I have this issue. I have all 12 of the issues that make up this run. Look, here is that issue. Jim Starman on art. Then we have issue 24. Look, here is the single issue. Afterwards, we have issue 25. And there is Doctor Stranger Yet on the cover. And this is a single issue. And there is Doctor Stranger Yet in single issue form. So at this point, it is just Jim Starman doing the writing and the art. Roy Sternman takes over writing with issue 26 or 27, I think. Great stuff. Some of the best Doctor Strange solo comics out there. I mean, Doctor Stranger Yet. And here is issue 26. Still just Jim Starman. And this is the cover that I would have went for as the front cover to this epic collection, but they didn't. And didn't think that I forgot to show off the single issue. So what we have happen is eventually Roy Sternman, he jumps in at the middle of Jim Starman's story and he wraps it up, but not in a manner that it is a quick let's get it over with fashion. He just continues on with the story. We eventually have Doctor Strange fight the Minstrel Man. Here we go, issue 27. This is when Roy Sternman takes over. Roy Sternman, writer. Here's the single issue. Roy Sternman, writer. And then our final issue is issue 28. Here you go, single issue. So we end with some big cosmic fun, and I kinda take issue with that. I think issue 29 here would be a better stopping point, and it has a proper ending instead of a cliffhanger or anything that is picked up on in the next issue. Issue 30 is a fill-in. As I said though, I think this collection should probably have been split up into two. I've one that is Doctor Strange issues 6 through to 22, as well as Annual 1 and that scary Dracula story. And then I've another one which is picking up with Doctor Strange 23 and running through to the end of the run with issue 34. This is the last issue from this stretch with Roy Sternman involved. Doctor Strange fights an odd Defenders villain, Sirius Black, and then the next issue after this starts a run by Christopher Clairvoyant, which lasts until 46 or 47, at which point Roy Sternman comes back and he has another much longer run. And that stuff is the Roy Sternman bits I really want to see in Epic Collection. I have like 6 issues from that run and they are brilliant. This one in particular, Doctor Strange issue 60. I have reviewed this and I think it was the first comic on this channel I ever described as perfect. Flawless comic, amazing, brilliant. And then back onto the actual book, we have some extras. We've got gigantic sized Doctor Strange #1, the cover to that, it was reprints. And then on the right we have another cover for a reprint comic. And here is 2 more covers for Strange Adventures, starting with issue 182. Strange Adventures started reprinting Doctor Strange stories. And this cover is by Jack Quimby. And here are the covers to Strange Adventures 185 and 186. Quite like that one by Ed Harrison. Strange Adventures 187 and 188. And now we are on to original artwork. This is the cover to issue number 9, and it is quite a good cover. I skipped out of the first half of the trade because I didn't have anything to say and I didn't really want to spoil it, but I'll be honest, I think it looks better as original artwork rather than the finished version. Some more original artwork here, some pencils. This is Jean Colan art, and here is some more. Most of this stuff was already compiled for the Marvel Masterpieces editions. So this is just repurposing a lot of the bonuses from them. Some unused pencil artwork by Craig Russell. And some panels that were dumped. And we get to see the process here. We have the pencils on the left and then the inked finishes on the right. And here is some more of his art, including an unused cover idea. And here is 2 more unused versions of his cover. And we only get 1 piece of Jim Starlin art. I've barely even looked at this collection. I've spent more time talking and showing which Doctor Strange comics I own. The thing is, I've not read the first chunk of this, and then the stuff I have read, I like, and I didn't want to spoil. I think you should go and read this stuff. If Doctor Stranger yet isn't convincing you that you need to read it, nothing will. Anyway, as I have already said, it is 7 thumbs up for Doctor Stranger yet.